Nested ifs in C are a way of executing code based on multiple different conditions. They are also a tool to use with great care as well, though, as they can easily get out of hand and be difficult to read. We will do a simple one first. If x and y are non-negative, then print high. So the outer if condition is if x greater than or equal to 0, and the inner if condition is if y greater than or equal to 0. Finally, if both of those conditions are true, print high. Here's where we run into the great care part, though. I just got done saying if both of those conditions are true, and the word and is right here in the comment. There is a much simpler way to do this that doesn't require nesting. Just do if x greater than or equal to 0 and if y greater than or equal to 0. Inside of that, printf high. That eliminates the nesting. How about something a bit more complicated based on this truth table? If both x and y are non-zero, then print A. If x is non-zero and y is 0, print B. If x is 0 and y is non-zero, then print C. If both x and y are non-zero, then print D. First, let's do it the nesting way. If x, meaning only run the code inside these curly braces if x is non-zero, inside here, we must also check y. If y is non-zero, we already know x is non-zero, so we'll print out A. Else, this is where the nesting gets hard to read. This condition is saying, if x is non-zero and y is not non-zero, in that case, we should be printing B. Outside of A being non-zero, we'll do an else, where A is 0. Again, inside this else, we must check if y is non-zero. If y is non-zero while x is 0, then we must print C. Finally, else, meaning if x is 0 and y is 0, in that situation, we're supposed to print D. You might have noticed at some point in that lengthy explanation, this code is hard to read with all the nesting and what state, what variable is in at certain points. So let's do this without nesting. If x and y are non-zero, print A. Simple enough. Else, if x is non-zero but y is 0, print B. Else, if x is 0 but y is non-zero, then print C. Otherwise, both x and y would have to be 0, so print D. I don't know about you, but I find this substantially easier to read because I don't have to keep in my head what's non-zero where. I do strive to avoid dogma on my channel, though. If you find a case for a nested if statement that doesn't demonstrate the same level of difficulty reading in the examples I've presented here, then by all means do it. My point is to make sure you are aware of all the tools in the language that are available to you so you can make the best decision on what works best for you in your code. If you need a refresher tutorial on just plain if statements or if-else statements in C, then I have 2 videos you can click into on screen now.